Welcome back. Here we are, back at my piece of land in Koronka. Hi folks. So this is, we had some guys in yesterday, chainsaws, and they cleared back the correct space. The guy who I paid before and the guy who I hired before, he didn't do it right. He cleared here to the left, which isn't mine. If you see the post, that marks my land. There's another post here, another post here, and that's roughly it there at the top. So it's 15 meters more or less in this direction. So what we did was we put in a metal post here. So that measure from here to the next post, I'm just doing it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It says 19. These are 19 steps, they're not 19 meters exactly. I'm not doing it accurately. So there's the second post there. And this is all the stuff. So somewhere between 15 and 19 meters. It hasn't been measured completely, but you get the idea. So here's my faithful mango. Okay, so this has been cleared correctly. And if you look really, really carefully, on the top of the hill, you can see right there is the blue bottle that I have used to mark as the eastern boundary. So the western boundary is here where the pipe is, and the eastern boundary is here where the bottle is. So I'm somewhere between 15 and 17 meters in width. According to Romanian law, you need to have 12 meters to build. So that's fine. Now, I'm going to get a guy, he has a digger, a bulldozer, he's going to come in later. And what I want him to do, you can see this is on quite a slope. There'll be quite a bit of earth to be moved. So this brush pile here, which is approximately 2 meters, a bit taller than me, a lot taller than me. This will need to, I'm going to do something about that. So what I'm going to do is, I had the idea of, we'll remove the soil from this area here, flatten it, and we'll dump the soil onto the branches here to flatten them down. That means basically we won't have to burn them, and also we'll have somewhere to dispose of the soil. So I'm just walking up here. You can see what the guys did yesterday with the chainsaw. So they cut back all these thorn bushes. There's really everything here seems to have thorns on it. So this is the very eastern boundary of my piece of land. Now I'm just coming to walking up a little bit. So I reckon if a guy could grade that somewhere between 20 and 30 meters from the path in here, we'll flatten this area, maybe a little bit further up here. Flatten this area, take that soil out, so I can bring cars in or whatever I need to do. Maybe have my driveway here. I'm not going to have this huge driveway. It's just a waste of time, and it's a waste of resources. It's a waste of all this lovely land. So that's that. I'm going to leave this intact more or less. Now what I want to do is, obviously, I want to have it even. So I can take the soil from up here. I suppose a good bulldozer guy, he knows what he's doing. I drew up a bit of a sketch earlier as to what I want him to do. So if you look here, that post there, that's the boundary, very roughly to that tree. And if you look up, you see the bottle in the tree, so that's roughly the width of it. You guys cleared some of these trees yesterday. They didn't move them all to the bottom of the hill. They kind of moved a few, no, not many, off to the left. But as far as I know, nobody's using it, so it's okay. If anybody objects, we can move it back again, but at the moment it doesn't matter. Anyway, so what I want to do is, you can see this hill. This is quite a steep hill, and it looks like it was created when this is actually an old road, completely obscured by brush earlier. But now you can make out the features of an old road. So it looks like when they built this road, they moved the soil up there. I think that's just my theory. I'm not really sure. So what I want to do is I want to level that, take this hill off, put the soil from there here. So in effect, I'll have a pad across here. And if and when I decide to erect a dwelling, that's probably going to be the foundation. So I have all this then will be for other things, a outdoor terrace, and for the garden and that sort of thing. Obviously I'm going to have trees at the back here too. At the moment it doesn't look very inspiring, because when all that thorn bushes were removed, it left nothing really apart from soil. But this is really excellent soil. If you look how green this valley is, you can see that stuff grows here very, very easily. So this is going to be, there's another boundary marker. So we go straight up this hill. You see, this is all obviously spoil from somewhere, but it's good soil. It's not going to be wasted. I'm just going to climb. Oh Jesus, I have all these thorns. Bloody hell, nearly fell there. I have all these thorns in my Crocs. I'm wearing Crocs because this place can be muddy. So of these thorns, see the dog there, he's pretty much at the eastern boundary. I'm going to put the phone down for 1 second while I get up this hill, because I don't want to fall. I cut a few hand holes, feet holes in here. That's still bloody steep. Right, that pipe is the western boundary. I'm at the top of this hill. I don't want to flatten it. I want to bring the soil down to where the road was. If you see that stunted looking tree right there, my land is just here. So here, I'm going to remove the hill and put it into the space at the bottom. If we go backwards, we have some forest here. And this is not thorn bushy forest, which I'm absolutely sick of. I never want to see a thorn bush again. I'm scratched to pieces, and so are the guys I had helping me yesterday. So here, and you know, it's just literally several degrees cooler in here than it is outside baking in the sun. This is all types of different, it's deciduous forest. I have a big oak, well, not a big oak here, it's quite a stunted looking oak. And we have some, I think they're poplars or aspens here at the bottom. A lot of saplings growing here at the bottom. Some trees have obviously fallen over there, you can see. I may move them out of the way, but I'm certainly not going to remove them from the land, because the trees of course break down, they rot down, and they form a very they're very good environments for various types of organism and what have you. Now I'm just looking at the dog here. Now I don't know about bears in this particular spot. Certainly there are boar, lots of them. We saw a lot of tracks of boar the last morning when it rained. There was tracks all over at the bottom of the things. I just don't really want a boar to charge through this undergrowth at me, so I have to be careful. So we just look here, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. So this is old forest. You can see that The forest really doesn't look like it's been maintained to any great extent. I think one or two trees look like they've been felled back in the day, but there's quite a lot of dead looking trees, dead wood. It's not bad though. This looks like it's an intentional, there's a mound there. I think there's a kind of a track on the other side of it. This is some sort of a valley or hollow. There's a lot of brush on the floor here. There is a lovely wind coming through here. I just love forest. I actually think a forest might be better than the sea, I'm not sure. And I'm just looking around here. Got oaks, I think they're oaks. Sycamores. Certainly tidy up the forest floor here. There's no litter, there's no rubbish. People don't come here by the look of it. A few rotten branches, no problem. Come on, Mango. So I'm going to walk up here a little bit and take it easy. If the dog starts going crazy in any way, this might be a time to de-ass the area. I don't know if there's bears around here. There have been. But with the wild boar tracks, I don't think you get bears in the same place. There's a couple of trees, small trees have been cut here and left here. I'm just looking at it. Possibly 20 years ago, but I'm only guessing. I don't really know why. There's some sort of some sort of a trail being used by something, probably pigs. You can see where the soil has been worn smooth with it. So that's the side of the hill, the top of the hill, which is the very end of my property. There's a mature tree on it and a couple of smaller ones. It would really be ideal to remove that hill completely. And then my little bit would back straight out onto this forest here. I'll see what the digger guy says to me. It might be practical. This belongs to me anyway. I mean, my marker is just this way here. So I'm not going to be encroaching on government land or anything like that. I think they call these dappled glades. Dappled woodland glade in the English poetical vernacular. And it's cool in here. It's like maybe 15 degrees in here and it's 26 outside. It's just absolutely fantastic. There is Mango up at the top. Mango, hi. He's not even my dog, but we seem to get along very well, so it's always something good. I see some very small oaks and very small deciduous trees here. Might be thinking about, no, that's not an oak, is it? Not sure what it is. Nah. There's a few deciduous trees, seedlings here, so I could certainly have a go digging them up, and when the guys finish with the excavator, I could dig them up maybe and plant them on my own land there, so I'd have some nice deciduous trees instead of those bloody thorns. But yeah, that's it here. Obviously this is the middle of summer, just about coming into autumn, so everything has still got its leaves. I'm sure it'll look very, very different in a few weeks' time, and very different again in a couple of months' time. There's Mango belting down the hill. I'm still kind of got one eye out for anything that might be around, anything less than friendly. So these are there's scrapes there into the side of the hill. There's quite a big hole there as well. So these are probably boar. I'm not sure, but they probably are. I'm just guessing. There's a lot of boar around here. I'm not going to disturb them, so hopefully they won't mess with me. Okay, so just having the bearings around here at the moment. It's really the first time I've had a chance to explore the forest here at the back. So it's not a very old forest. These are trees. I don't know. They're not very old. I don't know how quickly they grow here. they're probably less than 50 years. Again, I'm guessing, but I don't think they're terribly old. Could be 20 years actually. That's my friend Bogdan said to me. He's obviously from this area, so he knows quite a bit about it. But yeah, he said these trees could only be about 20 years. Now that one has fallen. That could be a job for somebody to take that out. The thing is, it's not actually dead, so it seems like it's only fallen recently. It might be good firewood. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Expecting the digger guy to give me a shout shortly. Well, I certainly hope he does, so I can get it done on this trip. I won't be back here now probably till April or May, so I hope it happens. Okay. From the forest. See you later.